Hey there, I'm Shauna. I'm from the Yoga Center Winnipeg, and this is episode 4 of Yoga Snacks, Nourishment for the Body, Mind, and Spirit. So here we are today. We're going to start with the breath. So let's start by bringing one hand onto the belly and just feel your belly. Just notice what the belly feels like. And also notice if you're holding any judgments about your belly on this day. Well, this is an area of the body that we hold a lot of judgment. So just take a couple breaths and let the belly relax. Let the mind relax. And we're not looking for the belly to be strong or trim. We're just looking for the belly to move with the breath so that when you inhale, belly expands, even just a little bit. And when you exhale, belly contracts. Then let's bring the hand to the upper chest. And this is another area where we hold a lot of tension, a lot of judgment. And we tend to, especially if you spend a lot of time on a cell phone or an iPad or just about anything, you tend to curve forward a little bit. And we're going to start to lift the chest as much as possible. So you're lifting the top hand a little bit away from the bottom hand. And with every breath, think of expanding into the hands. And every out breath, relaxing away from the hands. So don't think I said the word inhaling. Into the hands and exhaling, letting the body soften, relax away from the hands. Our inhale is our stimulating breath. It connects to the active part of our nervous system. Our exhale is our relaxing breath and connects to the relaxing part of the nervous system. And so if you need a little bit more energy, then you tend to focus a little bit more on your inhale. And if you need to relax a little bit, focus your attention a little bit more on your exhale. Okay. And we're going to start to do some movement of the arms with the breath. So going to do what we did last week where we move the arms on the exhale. So inhale and do nothing. Exhale, let the arms float up to shoulder height. Inhale, nothing. Relaxing the arms down actually. Exhale, arms floating up. Inhale, arms come down. Exhale, arms float up. And as the arms come up this time, let's keep the arms up. Lengthen out through the fingertips. Spread the palms. Then inhale, slowly turn your palms to face up and feel what it's like moving both arms together. Have a sense of the arms open to embrace. And then with an inhale this time, let's sweep the arms right up towards the ceiling, extending up. And feel that. Then take your right hand and reach over, hold your left wrist. And as you exhale, start to lean just a little bit to your right. If it feels okay, you can look to your left. If it feels like a little bit of pain into your back, then you're just going to stay upright. So you gauge what your body needs. Feel your breath. And notice how when you side bend like this, you're opening the left side of the body, and that makes more space in the lungs. Stretches the muscles around the ribs and makes it easier to breathe when you come out. Inhale, come up. Let's switch the side here. Left hand grabs right wrist, lengthen. And as you exhale, side bend a little bit to the left. And again, it's not so important how far you bend. It's more important that we're bringing attention to this side of the body. We're noticing our breathing. We're feeling. Inhale, coming all the way up. And this time as you exhale, let the arms come all the way down and relax. Okay. Let's do some work with the legs, this time picking up your right leg. And as you inhale, straighten the right leg. As you exhale, bend your right leg. I think I said let's do some work, but really yoga's play. Inhale, straightening. Exhale, bending. And it's way more fun if you take the attitude of playing than working. So let it be light, let it be enjoyable, exploratory. As much as possible, you're moving in time with your breath. And then the next time that the right leg is straight, you can circle this ankle and also wiggle the toes. And then let's let go, if possible, and stretch out through the left heel and just use your own strength to hold the leg up. Nice. And then put that foot down. And we'll go to the other side. So picking up the left leg, holding it. Inhale, straightening the leg and lifting it, and exhale, bending. And straightening as you inhale. Exhaling, bending. And just feeling and appreciating that your body is able to move, even if it's got some aches and pains, just recognizing all your body does for you. Next time your leg is straight, circle your ankle. Wiggle your toes like they're waving. Great. And then let go of the leg, stretch out through your heel, and just hold the leg up. Oh, that feels like so much work. Okay, and then put the leg down. Rest. Okay, we're going to take the right ankle and rest it onto the left thigh. So if that's not possible for you, you can keep your foot on the floor, or maybe you can reach around much more carefully than I just did and put one of your pillows there and put your ankle on your pillow. If it's possible, leg is up on the thigh. Right hand is going to rest onto the left knee. Take a few breaths here. Feel this hip opener. And then to whatever degree is possible, you begin to go forward. And maybe some people resting elbows onto the leg. Maybe other people releasing all the way forward here. You can even let your arms dangle or rest your hands to hold the legs of the chair. And then slowly as you inhale, come up. Let's just move this pillow if you've got one. If it's possible to tighten the cross of the legs. Bring the legs crossed, sit together, and here we're going to do a yoga pose called eagle, but we're sitting in a chair. The right arm is going to come under the left. You can give yourself a great big hug, or you can hold the left arm, or you can wrap the two arms around and come into the pose. In Sanskrit, its name is Garudasana. In English, it's eagle pose. Lifting your chest away from your legs. And just feel your breathing and feel how this constricts the upper body. Well, it constricts the lower body as well. So let's see what happens when we release. Undo everything. And then just notice as you sit, what's the breath like? What does the breath feel like in your chest? What does the breath feel like in your belly? Okay, so we'll bring the left ankle up onto the right thigh. Or again, if it's better for you to have it resting on the pillow, that's a great idea. You can sit here upright. Just let the hips start to open. If it feels okay, start to come forward, rest onto your forearms. It's a nice place to stay. Or releasing even more forward, letting the spine open in the back, like you're creating space in all the vertebrae of your back body. But remember, we're not looking for pain. So if it's painful, back way up. And then inhale and carefully come all the way up. And as you come up, if it's available to you, tightly cross the legs. If not, you just work with whatever your body will do here. This time when you hug, it's the left arm that's going to be on top, or the opposite of what we did last time. I often forget, so might be different. You're going to use your right hand to hold your left arm if that's best, or kind of entwine the arms and come into the Garudasana, or eagle pose, lifting your chest away from your belly, elbows away from knees. And then release everything. Rest with your hands on your lap. Feel your breathing. Okay, so getting ready to stand up. This is a fun one. So for this one, make sure you have a little bit of space in front of you. Arms beside you, and then press into your feet, lean forward, inhale and stand all the way up. And exhale, carefully bend your knees, come back down to the chair. We're going to do that again. Inhale, sweeping, standing up. Exhale, sitting back down. I think once more. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands down, and yep. Time for a little bit of shaking. Shake everything up. Okay, so this time, if you feel like you want your chair for balance, you can have your chair. Otherwise, I think we'll move the chair right out of the way and put that there. I brought a yoga mat. So I mentioned this the other class. You don't need a yoga mat to do yoga, but one of the nice things about the yoga mat is it's sticky and usually it's clean. So I'm going to stand on my yoga mat and find Tadasana, mountain pose. So hips line up over heels. Looks like my yoga mat does not want to stay unrolled. So that's a pretty common thing with a yoga mat. So we'll put that pillow there. Okay. So coming to stand in Tadasana, the feet are pointing straight ahead. The toes are spread. And instead of having my hands at my side, I'm going to bring one hand to my belly, one hand to my chest. And take some time, just let the belly relax. Let the chest relax, but lift the chest up away from the abdomen. Eyes can be open or closed. Sometimes when you're feeling inward, it's helpful to have the eyes closed because it turns your focus inward. But sometimes you're teaching a TV show and you have to keep your eyes open. Okay, and then just finding that connection to the breath. Bring your arms down by your side, and this time we're going to move our arms up with the inhale. Inhale, sweep your arms and reach up. Exhale, circle your arms back down, hands coming to the heart. Inhale, arms sweeping up. Exhale, hands back to the heart. And as you go, feel your breathing, feel the sensations. We're going to do one more. Next time the arms are up, keep the arms up. Reach them up towards the ceiling. Fingers can be spread or fingers can be together. Hands can be close or arms wide, whatever you need. Feel Tadasana, the mountain. Feel your own strength and stability. Bend your knees here. Come into the Utkatasana, the awkward pose. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. And as you inhale, straighten your legs. So you come kind of forward into a beginning of a bow. And as you exhale, bring your hands down towards the floor. If they don't reach, holding your legs. Head can drop. Deeply bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, lift your head and chest coming into this Utkatasana. Stay here. And as you exhale, straightening your legs, hands to your heart. So let's do that again. It might be a little bit different, but it's going to be pretty similar. Inhale, sweep your arms. Exhale, bend your knees, come into this Utkatasana shape. Inhale, this time bring your hands to your shins and come to a half lift, looking forward. Exhale, folding all the way forward, hands hold the legs, and as best as possible, hips over heels. Inhale, bring the hands to the shins, look up. Exhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms to shoulder height or all the way up. This time, inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, hands gliding down and to the heart. And then just relax your arms and just feel the breath. So notice sometimes when you do something vigorous like that little sequence, the breath deepens. It's a lot easier to feel the breath. Maybe feel the heartbeat. Okay, we're going to work with the Warrior 2 again. We worked with that last week. So we'll start with a pretty narrow step. You want to make sure it's comfortable. And then turn the right foot out. This sticky mat is very sticky to my feet and not very sticky to this carpet. So that's just how it goes. So hands on the hips here, and then deeply bend your right knee. Arms down, find your breathing, and as you exhale, let the arms float up. Tiny warrior. Just let your heart radiate out. Maybe look over your fingertips. And as you exhale, we're going to bring the right hand down onto the legs, so the knee's a little bit bent, and the left arm reaches overhead. And this is called extended side angle, but this is a kind of tiny version as well. If that hurts your hip, then you're not going to do it. Inhale, come all the way back up. Turn the feet to face forward, arms relax down. So let's see that pair again on the other side. So feet pretty close together, left foot turns out. Balance the weight onto the 2 feet. Feel steady. Find your breathing. And then bending your left knee as you exhale, arms float up. Tiny warrior. Look over your left fingertips. And then if it feels secure for you to do this, bring your left hand onto your right leg, bring your right arm up, and maybe even by your ear. Equal weight into both feet, just bringing a little stretch into the body. And then inhale, come all the way up. Turn the feet to face forward, just stand. So you can repeat exactly what we just did, or you can take a wider step. I'm going to take a wider step. So it doesn't need to be very wide. You want to make sure that the feeling of stability is there. So balance weight into the 2 feet. Bring your hands onto your hips. Turn your right leg out 90 degrees and just notice whatever you're using to stand on, whether it's your carpet or your floor or your very rumpled sticky mat, that's okay. Bend your right knee. As long as you feel stable and secure, that's what we're looking for. Knee and ankle lining up. In this warrior position, feel strength and stability in both legs. As you exhale, float your arms up and feel lightness in your heart. Turn to look over your right fingertips. Feel your breathing. And then from here, we're going to bring the right hand down onto the thigh, or for some people, maybe it's the elbow on the thigh. Left hand can go up or over the head. If you've got shoulder pain, keep your left hand on your hip. Roll your chest open. In Sanskrit, this one's Parshva Konasana. In English, it's called the extended side angle. Press into your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Turn the feet to face forward. Just stand, maybe hand to the belly, hand to the heart. And then second side. Left leg is going to turn out. Right leg's going to turn in a little bit. Bend the left knee. Get a sense that you feel stable and secure here. Can always narrow the distance. As you exhale, let your arms float up. Great big smile, lightness in the heart, steadiness in the legs. And then look to your left. As you exhale, left hand can come down onto the thigh, or maybe it's your elbow on the thigh, right arm, hand to the hip. Straight up if that feels okay, and if you want the full extension, the arm comes over your head. Feel your breath, always listening to your body. Strong, stable legs. And then as you press into your feet, inhale, come all the way up. Turn your feet to face forward. Bringing your hands onto your hips. This time we're going to go forward from here. So if you need, you can always have a chair or a table to put your hands on or your head on. From here we're going to fold forward. I'm going to bring my hands down to the floor. Head can release down. Can keep your fingertips on the floor, or you can bring your hands to hold your ankles. Head releases. Equal weight into both feet. The toes are spread. Breathing naturally. Bring your hands to your hips. Start to look forward. As you inhale, come all the way up. As you exhale, step the feet together. Just stand. Okay. And we're going to start to kind of calm it down. So come to sit down onto the floor. If that's not right for you, you can sit onto a chair. Here, we're going to sit in a pose called Sukhasana. And Sukhasana means easy pose, but it's not easy for everyone. A good suggestion is to sit up onto a pillow or a towel. I've got my right leg crossed in front of my left. And I'm bringing my feet a little bit forward. Take a few moments sitting here, close your eyes. If it's helpful, one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest. Twist towards the right so you can place your right hand on the floor or on the pillow behind you. Left hand on your knee, twisting towards the right. Then as you inhale, untwist. And as you exhale, begin to release forward. And it's not important how far forward you come in this variation. We're going to allow the spine to really round. As soon as you feel a little bit of sensation, stop. Support yourself with your hands. Let your belly relax. Let your heart space relax. Then inhale, slowly sitting up. change the leg that's in front. Rest for a few moments. As you exhale, turn to your left. Maybe the right hand is coming to the outside of the left leg, left hand behind. A little bit of a twist. Inhale and untwist. And exhale, begin to let your spine curve forward again. You can rest your hands on your lap if that makes sense, or hands beside you on the floor. Spine can round. And then inhale, slowly sit up. Going to lie down on our back. You can use a pillow or a towel, blanket for your head. Just make your way down onto your back with your knees bent and your feet on the floor. And as you exhale, bring your right knee in towards your chest. Just hold it steady for a few breaths. Feel into your belly and your chest. And then place that foot to the floor. Bend your other knee, bring it in. And place that foot onto the floor and stretch your legs out one at a time. Arms can roll open. Bring your attention, so keep your hands resting at your side, but bring your awareness to your belly, your awareness to your chest. Let these two centers relax. Feel your breath. Absolutely nothing left to do here. Resting. As always, this is a wonderful place to stay. Feeling your breath and allowing your body to rest and relax. I'm going to leave you here. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful week. Namaste.